Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Book Controversy, and I normally upload book reviews, and by normally I mean the last two videos I uploaded were book reviews, but I wasn't able to finish a book this week, mostly because of school stuff. Like, I just started school and the projects are already rolling in, so I'm really trying to balance out my school reading and my leisure reading. So since I do not have a book review to do today, I thought, why not do the BOOKTUBE newbie tag, because I really want to upload a video every week. So yeah, so this video will be different from my last two videos in the sense that I'm gonna try to be more myself, more open, more chatty, because the last two videos I was really uncomfortable in front of the camera, but today I'm feeling good, you know, really good. So I'm gonna hope that this lasts until the end of the video. So, question 1. Why did you start this channel? And I'm probably gonna give the most cliche answer out there, but I started this channel because I really wanted to be able to talk about the books I read. Because my real life friends, they do not particularly read books, and if they do, the books they read just don't match my tastes and mine don't match theirs. So it's like talking to a wall, and they're like, yeah, I totally understand, but no, they don't. So I came online hoping to find a community that hopefully read the books I read and care or give a shit about my opinion. So yeah, that's why I started this channel, and also because I really want to make more friends. I'm not a particularly introverted person in real life, but the more friends the merrier, am I right? Question number 2. What's the question again? Question number 2. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to BOOKTUBE? And I'm really tempted to just say nothing, but I guess I should try to find some stuff that I can bring to BOOKTUBE. If we're talking about what unique things I can bring to BOOKTUBE, I guess it's my opinions, even though my opinions probably match a lot of people's. But deep down inside, I'm a really critical person, even when I really like a book. And I think that is the fault of learning literature and having been made to analyze every single line that I read. So I'm really attuned to nuances in the books, and some of these little details might really annoy me or irk me, and I know that's not a good thing, but I guess that's a unique thing, because I don't really care whether people might get offended by what I say, because my opinion is my opinion. And yeah, I guess that's a unique thing, although maybe not a good thing. But I do say a lot of nice things about the book too, so please don't get put off by that. Fun things. I have a cat, if that is fun. She's not the happiest to be in a cone. Cleo. Her name is Cleo, and she's really annoying, but I really love her. And I guess she's fun. Cleo! You're blocking the camera. Okay, time for you to go. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. So she's in the cone because she has an eye infection thing. So we're making sure she doesn't scratch it to aggravate it. And she's not the happiest about it, but it's for her own good. Question 3. What are you most excited about for this channel? And this is really simple. I think it's getting to the point where I feel like my opinions matter, because at this current moment I'm talking to my camera and I have 0 subscribers, but it's fun, I guess. But I would really like it if more people watched my videos and just gave me validation for my opinions and my, you know, feelings about particular books, and make me feel like the time I spent talking to my camera isn't wasted. Another thing I'm really looking forward to in this channel is getting to meet new people, because, you know, I've mentioned before in this video that I don't have many people I can talk about books with. So I'm really hoping I can find like-minded individuals that read the books I read, so that we can talk about them, maybe gush about them, criticize them, all that good stuff that, you know, book readers do when they have book reader friends. Question 4. Why do you love reading? Why do any of us love reading besides for the fact that we are transported into a whole different dimension where we can ignore the world around us and what's going on? But in more serious terms, why I really love reading is because when I was younger, I went through a really hard time. And by younger, I mean like a few years ago, I went through a really hard time, and reading was just really my form of escape from everything. It made me feel like I could put on a new identity, be someone else, not be me. And it was just really therapeutic for me, because for just that few moments, I could pretend like my life wasn't falling apart and that I didn't totally hate myself. Question 5. What are the books or book series that got you into reading? Which one of you got me into reading? Okay, so I picked 2 books from different parts of my life to show you guys that they got me into reading. So when I was really young, when I first started reading, it was this book. What's it called again? The Tiger Thief. And basically it's about a boy who can control a white tiger, and they're living in a circus. And to be very honest, that's all I remember about the book, and I'm sure there's a lot more to the book as to what is happening in the book, what aspects there are. I think there's magic. I can't really remember, it was so long ago, but I know that this book was the one that got me into reading because it just is, and it was such a great read to me at that time. And maybe after this I'll reread it again just to see what I really love about it again, and maybe give a book review, maybe, even though it's a really, really old book. But yeah, this book really got me into reading, and I think it was because I really, really like white tigers, and that's why I bought this book in the first place. But then I realized how amazing the words were, and yeah. And there are also riddle sections of the book, and I really felt accomplished when I could figure out the riddles. So one of the riddles is this: I'm a riddle for time, a riddle for space, a riddle that reveals a hidden place. My riddle's a doorway, my riddle bears fruit. My riddle will root out the lies from the truth. My lower seeks earth, my upper seeks light. I dance in the wind and breathe at night. I drink with the moon and feed on the sun. With me, heaven and earth become one. And I just really, really liked that. Granted, that riddle was also the thing that made me start trying to write riddles, and that got me into writing as a whole, but that's a story for another day. So the other book from a much later part of my life that got me back into reading, because I took a break from it because it was just a really bad book slump that I couldn't bring myself to read books, I couldn't bring myself to look at books, I just didn't feel like reading. But this book really got me back into it, and that's The Timekeeper by Mitch Albom. And Mitch Albom is actually my favorite writer. After this book, I got all his books, and I got the latest one, The Next Person You Meet in Heaven, and that is amazing, and so is this. So I'm pretty sure you all know what The Timekeeper is, but essentially what this book really gave to me was an eye-opener, I guess you can say. It really made me see that what we do with our time is really important, and that was when I realized that books can teach you life lessons, and most books do have a moral of the story, and this moral of the story is to use your time wisely. So I realized that I really wasn't using my time wisely, being in this book slump for the longest time. So after this, I picked up more of his books, learned more about life lessons, and yeah, I just didn't stop reading from there on. Thank you, Mitch Albom. Thank you, The Timekeeper. Thank you. Question 6. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? I would first say the names of my favorite booktubers, but I realized that my memory is so poor to the point that I can't remember their names, or even their booktube names. So anyway, what I really want to ask them is whether it was this hard starting a booktube channel at the start, because as I said, 0 subscribers, very little views, and it's not really it's not really a factor that makes me want to quit BookTube, but I'm really curious to know whether it was as hard to start up for them, because they have such big subscriber counts, and it just makes me wonder if I'll ever get to that point, to the point where my views are actually very highly regarded. Yeah, that is what I would probably ask them. And I will also ask them how they manage to read so much in a day. Some people read 25 books in a month. Some people read 11 books in a month. Like, that's like 2 books in one day if they're like about it. And I'm like, I read 4 books in a month, guys. Like, 1 book per week. How do you guys manage it? Question 7. What do you think are the challenges in starting this BookTube channel that will be the hardest to overcome? I think that's what the question is. It's a really long question, but I know that's the gist of it. So, what will be hard to overcome? Challenges. I think it will be, first, being able to get views and subscribers, because I know that the start is always really hard. And the second will probably be to find time to read books and to film these videos. I am currently studying, but I have free days on Thursdays, so I will probably be okay in the filming department, but it's the reading department that really gets to me. And I really love books, but I feel like there's a need for me to upload every week, lest my channel becomes stagnant or I don't get views, that sort of thing. I have the mindset, and I'm not sure if it's right, I have this mindset that the more videos I upload, the more exposure I will get. So I'm really hell-bent on uploading a video once a week, and I really hope that I can do that. But as my deadlines get nearer for my projects, I think that it will be really hard to do. So that definitely will be a challenge I have to overcome or work around. Question 8. When did you start reading? When I was very young. I can't even remember. It feels like I've been reading my whole life. But I probably started reading when I was 7. That's when primary school started, and that's when we were introduced to a lot of books that we were supposed to read, like Geronimo Stilton or Enid Blyton. And that was when I started reading, but I only started reading those books because I was forced to, and I didn't really enjoy them. And it was only when this book crossed me at like 8 years old that I really started reading for my own purposes. And now that I think of it, this book really isn't 8-year-old worthy. It was kind of like, it's kind of like 10-year-old worthy. But White Tiger, as I said. Question 9. Where do you read? Anywhere, actually, but the most reading I get done is on my bed, of course, because I'm lazy to get out of my bed. But I also read on the train rides to school, because I live on one side of Singapore and my school's on the other side of Singapore. So every morning for 1 hour, I will read and read and read. And I realized that to some of you, 1 hour journey to the other side of the country might not make sense to you, but Singapore is small, and 1 hour is all you need to get from one side to the other. And that's enough time for me to read as well. So the last question for this BookTube newbie tag is, what kind of books do you like to read? So I really love to read all kinds of books. So to list down all the kind of books that I love to read would be, it'll take ages basically. So I'm gonna list books that I don't read, and that will be sci-fi, anything futuristic, and anything with a student-teacher trope. It's just disgusting. Yes. But my top few books that I really like to read, like genres that I really like to read, it will have to be murder mysteries, actually. I'm on my way to collecting the whole Agatha Christie collection because I'm a big fan of hers. And I just really love how everything plays out. And I'm also really contemplating on reading the Sherlock Holmes series. So if you have read it and you want to recommend it to me or tell me not to waste my time, please do let me know in the comments. But yeah, Oh, and I really love the whole concept of historical fiction. Just anything historical, like All the Light That You Can See, which is a book that I haven't read yet but that I'm really interested in. So yeah, that is it for this BookTube newbie tag, and I hope I did not bore you because I actually had quite a bit of fun doing this tag, and I'm just really happy about the fact that I'm more carefree in this video than my previous two videos. You might not be able to tell the difference, but I am more relaxed than I was in my first two videos. I feel like I'm repeating myself, so before I repeat myself anymore, goodbye! Thank you for watching my video, and I hope to see you next time.